Do you mind if I just take a picture of the car?
Take a picture of the car, go ahead. You just try and avoid the reg plate, that's all.
Why is that then? Why would I avoid that?
That's alright, don't worry about it.
I'm not going to clone it, am I? I couldn't get all the stickers. So we've got 2 Battenbergs on the roundabout, and there seems to be an Hossifer or a constable coming over this way. Now the question is, do we go silent or do we split up so we don't know which one to talk to? Can't hear you. Let that go by, then I can hear you.
Okay, no worries.
Hello, what are you doing here then?
I work here.
Do you?
What are you doing here?
Well, we're working at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Doing what we do.
What do you do?
Making videos.
Making videos.
We are video creators. This isn't for us, is it?
What?
All this?
No, well, there's some other people over there. So.
Or are they up to no good?
Well, no, they're not. But it's standard procedure that we always.
They're not up to no good.
No, they're not. Not.
Right.
You're nuclear police then, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm aiming Somerset.
So you just run on normal batteries?
So. I haven't heard that one before.
Well, it's why we tend to team up with different people doing this sort of stuff.
Is it a documentary or something? Or
You could call it a documentary. This gentleman visited here a year ago.
Okay.
So
Almost to the day.
To be fair, I only went to where the campus is up there.
Yeah.
And I set up a tripod. I was just taking some pictures of the work, and it's changed quite a lot since I was
Significantly in the last year.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not being rude. Just the sun's in
Oh
so
no,
they can't
do
see.
you want us to move a bit?
No, you're okay.
No, we'll move
So
this
you've
way.
seen it
Get in my
change quite a
shadow,
lot.
look.
I've seen it change quite a lot then, I expect.
We could always do what the police do and spread out like that and surround them, couldn't we? Why do you do that, by the way?
Tactical, I suppose.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't know. You don't
Tactical, I
always
suppose.
know, you don't always know who you're talking to. Do you?
This is true, a bit like us. We never know if you're a good cop or a bad cop.
Oh, there you go.
You
I'd
know?
like to think we all are, but
Yeah. Hands in pockets.
they're cold.
I know, my ears are. This is why I got to keep pulling this up. They're blooming freezing for some
It
reason.
is, but it's always cold up here. Hinkley's
Yeah.
got its own climate. It's bitter because of the wind off the shore.
Is that its own climate because it's nuclear?
Just very
Can't see any palm trees anyway. Anyway, do you want to keep us for a chat, or are we happy to?
No, I'm not detaining you. Not at all.
Esther.
Not at all. It is Esther. Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Esther. He's TGA,
Hello.
Hello.
Does that stand for a company or a name?
Top
or...
Guy Association,
Hey, you really? Are you serious?
or Together Gets Everything.
Okay. So are you interested in it, or is it something that you're?
It's fascinating, honestly. It's
Yeah.
fascinating.
Well, it's going to be with us for a good few years, isn't it? And of course, we're still interested in the bit that's being decommissioned,
Yeah.
because I've done the Berkeley Power Station recently, and they reckon they're still going to be there in 20 years' time.
Really.
And people aren't aware of the money that's being, I won't say wasted, because we want it to be safe, but you don't realise the job's going to take so long.
Yeah.
You know, so by the time this one's built and completed, you'll probably find they'll start decommissioning it and build another one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Chinese money,
You never know, do you?
you know, they got a yen for it.
It's fickle.
So anyway, yeah.
You're full of good punchlines, isn't
He
it?
is, I must say.
Well,
So
you
how
know,
did you get here, guys? Because
we flew and then we parachuted just over, which field was it we dropped in from?
Oh, I think
Over there, I
Your
think.
nose is going to poke me in the eye.
It was away from these power lines because you don't want to get your chute caught, you see, and we're being picked up by landing craft off the beach in about, another 3 hours.
Okay, and the serious answer being...
The serious answer is, I don't know, how did I get here? Did I catch a bus?
my only concern being...
We're not going to tell you, are we?
If you don't want... I don't want...
Only because, I'll be honest with you,
Go on.
I don't want you searching the vicinity trying to get a number plate just to check on who we are.
Well, if you don't want to tell me who you are, that's
Because
fine. At the moment, you have
some
no
of your
obligation
colleagues
to tell me.
aren't as professional as you.
Oh, well. I do try.
So
My
we would
concern-
never be rude to you, but we
no.
need to be looking after our anonymity.
No,
That's
that's fine. I've got no... Like
You
I
can have
said,
my stage name if you like.
I don't know if I want to know with some of the jokes that you've already said. Seriously though, can I just say, because that road you've seen obviously the buses come up. We do have HGVs travelling along that road.
Do you?
It can be
Really?
particularly...
HGVs to a construction site? I'm being facetious.
You
now,
are
you
being
see.
very
Listen,
facetious because I'm concerned for your safety.
I hold his hand when we're crossing the road.
All right, let me just
Right.
let me say my piece, please, okay? Because you are seriously, you are all in quite dark clothing. You haven't got any high vis on.
Where is it? Is it there?
What?
Or is it there?
Your high vis? It's
Yeah.
in your pocket.
If I feel like the need, I've got it to put
just
on.
Because there's no footpath either on that road.
When we come up this way, there's a public footpath right along the fence line.
From there to here, yes.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't know where you're parked. You don't have to tell me where you're parked.
We're at
If you're
Breen
gonna
Downs Beach car park.
get anywhere with that. Just please be careful.
Well, I've just
on the
told you
road.
now. I've just given in the information and told you. The fact that we caught a bus here, we're still parked there.
Right, okay.
No problem. We've been walking along lanes and crossing roads for a long
I'm
time.
sure you do, and like I said, it's only something that I'm raising out of concern because it is a
Of course.
nasty road.
Of
and I
course.
wouldn't want you to
No.
come a cropper.
Of course. Will you stop winking at me?
It's
gone in.
It's gone in now.
All right. So, listen, are your colleagues going to get upset if I go and film them?
I don't know what their protocol is. They're different to us.
Oh,
They're
so,
not the same
so which one's
constabulary.
yours then?
So I'm parked there.
On your own, single crew?
So that's Avon.
I don't need anybody to be with me.
That's fair enough. Single crew. So,
And the other officers.
so are
there
these
just have a
nuclear
look.
guys?
Yes, they are.
Right. So they run on the Duracell
So you
batteries.
should, by all means, try and go and speak to them, but I can't give
Well,
you what response you
like
would get.
security, and I've got to say, the most professional security guard I've ever come across in my
Yeah.
life has just told us this is all public. So
It's all what? Sorry?
public,
Public, yes.
publicly accessible. So
Yeah, no, it's public land.
if they get the ump, they'll drive off, won't they?
Just
And if not,
public.
they'll bend us up and detain us under something or other.
Well, like I said, we've got no power to detain you for what you're doing. You're perfectly entitled to come
In
and
fact-
look like any other member of the public is.
Can you tell me, bugger off, ruin the sound. We've got nearly as many powers as you as civilians, haven't we? I think we're too short of your full powers.
I wouldn't be able to give you an accurate answer to that.
Right, okay.
I would like to think we have several more powers. Than
It's not
the
many in
average
actual
member of the
fact.
public.
I can't remember exactly what it is because when I looked it up it was years ago, but there's I think it's either 2 or 3. I'm sure my viewers
It depends
will.
whether you're including specific sections or just acts. Don't forget we work at
Oh well, we don't worry about acts. We worry about law.
acts.
Yeah, we don't worry about acts. We act the fool, we act the joke. But yeah, that's Parliament, and they change weekly, don't they? I mean, look at Rishi now. He wants to stop the nurses
What do they
striking.
always say? The two topics never to discuss
Yeah.
are politics and religion.
And sex.
Don't ask me
Never
to
discuss
comment on
sex.
either.
It has its ups and downs, but
Is there anything we can do for you?
Yeah, could you give us a lift back to the car?
What,
You're
to
going to say,
Green?
yeah, you're going to say no, aren't you? You're going to say no, aren't you?
I can't.
Here's a question for you then. Is that because we're not insured
Insured?
to be carried in a emergency vehicle?
I can take anybody in my police
You can,
car.
because that changed, didn't it? Because years ago you couldn't. Because
Well-
I was watching 999 After Hours on telly, and they took a drunk guy home to stop him getting into trouble. And I thought, Jesus, it's the police have become taxi drivers without the tip. And then they worry because there's nobody there watching other people getting beat up or whatever.
We can never be in every place at the right time,
No,
can we? Because
no.
there just isn't enough of us.
Well, thank you,
unfortunately.
Officer.
Lawson.
You've turned it round now. I can't see it. Officer Lawson, for being professional. Your number is, please, because I can't actually see it.
You can't see it, can you?
Yeah.
3874.
3874. Thank you very much. Do they not issue them for the coats?
No, not for these ones.
you could
and
do
it's
with,
too cold today to put the other one on.
Yeah.
Rather.
So I'm just looking at your standard kit. You're taser trained, obviously. Baton,
Plastic, really.
baton,
No, it's not.
or spray.
Baton.
Oh, baton's up there. Spray down there.
Spray here.
So what is the law on that? Because if we wanted to carry something to protect ourselves,
This is a section 5.5.
yeah, no.
You can't
But
carry that.
is there anything we can carry?
Not so
Because that's parva, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So how about if I carried a tin of Brute and he carried some Old Spice or something?
Wow, there you go. See?
Would that be legal?
That would.
Until it's used to defend yourself, and then it
See?
becomes a weapon.
Yeah.
Right.
It depends. It's quite. It's
We
not
could chat all
common,
day, couldn't we, about the law?
No, because I'm getting bored now. Not only that, it's cold and my ears are still got. I'm going to go over here if that's all right.
I've got my hat on. I'm warm with this.
I know, I should have got my woolly one out. Anyway, listen, thank you very much for being
I
professional.
look forward to seeing myself somewhere.
Perhaps.
Look up,
You're not even going to give me a hint, so I know where to look.
look up Breen Sands, and that'll be the title.
I used to be the beat manager in Breen.
Did you? Here's a question for you.
Okay.
You'll probably say you can't answer this. Is Pontins being used to house people from here, or is it going to be used as an immigrant hotel? Do you know?
Well, it's publicised, isn't it?
I don't know.
It's going to be
Is it?
used
I've just
for
thought of it.
as Hinkley accommodation.
Yeah, but is that true, or is it going to be
I think it's a
immigration?
conspiracy.
It's
Sorry,
currently being used for refugees, though, isn't it?
not as far as I'm aware.
No. So where's the one that you're being used by refugees?
I have no idea what
You
you're
do
talking
really,
about.
don't you? You just don't want to tell us, do you? You little minx, you. It's only because we want to find it and just do a little story on that as well. So, right,
Interesting, isn't it?
hang on, watch, look. There could be an HGV.
Look for you, didn't I?
See, this is why I have to look after him.
You safe, didn't I? And I've just been true to my word.
There we are.
And you're wearing awfully dark clothing and no high vis. Do you not have to put on her?
Not when I'm not dealing with the traffic.
Oh, right, okay.
Anyway, nice
Listen.
to meet you both.
Have a good day, stay safe.
Let me know
And have a
when
good
I
Christmas.
can, and I'll sign you my autograph.
It'll
to
probably
say-
be, for me, it'll probably be about 3 or 4 days.
Oh, right, okay.
His could be up quicker because he's...
You never know.
You never know. Okay.
So, Civil Nuclear Constabulary. Take care, Esther, thank you. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you. Yourself?
I'm not bad. I've never come across you guys before.
No, we've got two. Obviously, there's 2 stations. You've got Seaside, which is the one being built.
Right,
That's under Avon and Somerset, because that's not our responsibility to get.
hence
nuclear-
why
They're
Esther's
there.
here.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
We won't be taking over that till we get nuclear fuel in it. 'cause it's-
Right, okay.
But I'm responsible for sort of the B site one, next one round that one.
Just
that's
where we're going, funnily enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We might
So-
see someone else there. I've got to change over.
So when you say when it's fueled,
Yeah.
have they got a deadline for that? Are we sort of looking the
At
next
the
couple of
moment,
years,
like
or
3 years. That
3
may be
years?
pushed back, but
Right. Because it keeps getting pushed back and
Yeah.
pushed back, doesn't it? So,
delays and that. But,
so do you find yourself very busy?
Sometimes, occasionally it's a bit busy. Most of the time it's fairly routine
Yeah.
sort of stuff, doing new patrols. I mean, we were involved in a search for a missing person
Oh,
in the
right.
area lately, but
Wow.
unfortunately he's not turned up. But
Oh, it's always a shame, especially near at the Christmas, isn't it? It's,
yeah,
So it's largely what you do supporting the local constabulary over on Somerset.
we can do.
Oh, I just
They-
noticed. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
I want to come around this side if that's all right. Hello, mate. How you doing?
You okay? You okay?
Yeah, I just want a bit of sun. My ears are freezing.
It's a bit cool today, isn't it?
So, firearms.
Firearms as
Yeah,
well.
Wow.
everyone. Well, most people in the.
Sorry, mate. Did I cut in on your question? I do apologise.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah, I hadn't looked. I look at faces and I gauge reactions and then I start to scan. And then I
That's okay. Yeah, taser.
thought you were wearing 2 then.
No, that's a magazines for carbine.
Carbines as well. Jesus.
Unless you've got a Bren gun there on your badge.
Yeah.
Military.
It's a bit unusual, isn't it?
Yeah.
But what a lovely weapon.
Never actually used one. Used a GPMG before, but never a Bren gun.
Well, the LMG was the newer
Yeah.
model after that, based on the same different magazine. Do you know about that?
No idea.
So you're not
Always
ex-forces?
time, no.
You're ex-forces?
Yeah, I used to be in the Navy. And
Oh,
then the TA before that. So
do you know, I could tell you were probably ex-Navy.
how's that?
Some of my viewers are like, well, you still have your hands on your hips.
Well,
So I'm trying to gauge your age now. So you'd have probably been in when you still had either 5 or 7 creases in your trousers.
well, believe it or not, I was an officer back in the day. So
Oh, bloody hell! Eh?
just one at the front, one at the back.
It's mutiny, Mr. Christian. An officer. Wow. So you just joined the police from college, uni?
Yeah, no, I started. Yeah, it's just I was ironically working for EDF Energy. So.
Oh, were you?
yeah.
All right, full circle then.
No,
That's sort of why you chose-
no relation. Just private
Yeah.
police.
So I
why
got.
you chose the sort of the nuclear route then. Civil.
It wasn't, to be honest. No, but just.
And that was going to be my question actually. What made you join? What's it called again?
Civil nuclear.
The Civil Nuclear Constabulary.
After left the Navy, saw a job in the paper.
Okay.
They're advertising for the. At the time, back then it was the UK Atomic Agency Authority Constabulary.
Was that 70s?
No, 2000, not quite. 2004, 2005, and applied for Winfrith, which shut down halfway through my training.
Right.
which is in Dorset, and then they changed it to the UKAA pretty much my first day in the service there. Then I went to Harwell, firearms instructor, and then I came here as a sergeant.
A firearms instructor.
I spoke to them.
Fair play.
Their sergeant as well down at Harwell.
Ah, right. So, yeah, which one? I can't remember.
I can't remember.
So I'm just checking uniforms now.
much different to
well, I was
the,
just thinking,
Baldish fella.
I'll ask him in a minute. I don't think he's wearing elastics, is he?
I probably know what you mean.
Yeah.
Because the trouble with all this gear, it pulls your trousers up, doesn't it?
Said that, yeah.
No insult, man.
No, he's a nice guy actually. Rich,
Yeah, lovely shot.
yeah.
I mean, you guys have been fantastic as well.
Yeah.
I said.
Sorry, we're busy.
It's always nice if we can have an interaction and learn a bit more about what you do and stuff, you know. So I'm good. Do you mind if I just take a picture of the car?
Take a picture of the car, go ahead.
You're just trying to avoid a reg plate, that's all.
Why is that then? Why would I avoid that?
That's alright, don't worry about it.
I'm not going to clone it, am
No,
I? I
that's
couldn't. I
fine,
couldn't
that's
get
fine.
all the stickers.
That's fine.
Oh, you were playing with me, weren't you?
Sorry, 2 seconds.
No, that's all right, mate. No worries. So yeah, is that all that is? Sticky tape. Can I touch it? Is that all right?
Yeah, cool.
Mm.
Yeah, they just, I think they just stick them on.
Yeah. I mean, I know these are. I just didn't know about that. It looks as though it's peeling off, doesn't it? I see the ridges on it. Yeah.
Could you just stand on the pavement, please?
If he comes through that and it's me, then you better nick him.
Unfortunately, recently someone on the main road passed away this week. So,
Oh really? I want to hear.
Yeah, on the approach road. Not,
That's why
it was a
Esther was
vehicle.
obviously a bit.
It was a vehicle, so we are a bit
Right, of course,
concerned
yeah.
about that. We are anyway, but obviously.
Hey, listen, I
It's fresh in
appreciate
the
you looking
mind.
after our safety.
They got the name
That's
range.
fine.
Edge that way. Long stop.
Because I would say, you know, with the new highway code, they should watch pedestrians. shouldn't they?
Occasional, not.
Yeah, it was a vehicle. It was a vehicle.
Yeah,
You're doing the normal
yeah.
police.
It's always a shame. Is that like really recent? Last week?
About 4 days ago.
Oh,
4 or 5
shit.
days ago. Yeah, someone was in an accident, passed away. Unfortunately.
Not good for the family. Christmas
One
coming.
young chap as well, on-site worker. So
Oh
these
right.
things happen, unfortunately, and
It's life.
Protest.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I don't know the circumstances behind it, unfortunately, but
Do they not ever give you any feedback on that?
it wasn't related. Avon Somerset dealt with it, so
Right.
Because it was a bit further down the
Right.
approach road. And,
Be nice though if they just let you know, wouldn't it? You know?
Yeah, I think obviously our powers that be to get the information to them. So
Yeah.
That's when they recycle the
I'm just going to ask actually because
please do go on.
your colleague has got his ID at the front, I think, covered up with everything.
That's my idea.
I was going to say because with all the kit,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It's not really placed very well, is it? Some of the stuff, and of course, you can wear epaulets on that
Yeah.
if you wanted to.
Can do. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's always nice just to see what you carry.
So where are you chaps from? Not just out of interest, where are you from? You
You're doing a good job.
About 10 or 11.
You always got to ask, haven't you?
Oh no, just out of
We're
interest,
from
I'm
just over
genuinely-
there.
Obviously, Sellafield's the big
That's where we come from.
Yeah, yeah, that's absolutely fine.
We don't give too much information.
No.
It's
Have you got,
the thing is, if we start to give information,
we
when
start
we
digging,
get
you're worried we're going to start digging.
well, when we get a bad copper and they're forcing it, we stand our ground because if we haven't committed a crime, you know, so we don't try and just get into that because it'd be easy to be relaxed and just go, oh yeah, I'm from, you know.
Well, our colleague probably spoke to you already, and she was happy. There's nothing. At
Yeah,
all.
yeah, she.
Why we're obviously happy, and we're happy to chat to you at any time.
Any chance of a lift up the road?
Unfortunately, not. No.
Why's
No.
that then?
We've got firearms in the vehicle.
Oh,
So.
is that the reason?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
right, okay.
There is firearms in the vehicle. So.
Carbine.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I heard the magazine thing.
Got a,
So what caliber's that on? Just out of interest, is that 5.56 or?
It is fine.
It is 5.56.
They haven't got one.
And are these 9mm?
They are.
Yeah.
there's a 2.5.
So they got a bit of a kick in them then. So what are they? Glocks?
Glocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And quick release holsters as well.
What's the best place to go?
Are they?
Yeah.
They look like it.
Yeah.
Are they the ones that are spring loaded?
No
Double lock.
Double locked, right? So nobody can just grab it. And
No. Hope not. Hope not.
Well, I always say to people that are nice to me, there's nutters out there, isn't there? And you know when they, you know, it's you'd hate to think that would ever happen, but I saw was it last night or the night before I was watching, was it 999 After Dark or Police Interceptors?
Yeah.
And they got called to a guy with mental health issues and a crossbow.
But it's, you know, that was.
I'll tell you what, pretty stressful for them coppers.
Psychologically,
Yeah,
dealing with that
because
situation.
they were in the hallway.
Preparing yourself for it as well.
Yeah, and one of them turned around to his mate and said, "Don't forget, this is only plasterboard."
And it's,
And you think about that, and you think, Christ, yeah, anything could come through there, couldn't it? So, but they had one of those big shield things for the door.
Yeah.
Really interesting. I love watching it. It's you learn a lot, you know. But in fact, I've put in for a rideabout, whatever it's called, up in different part of the
Trying
country.
to get rid of oil and coal.
Get to see the other side of
Yeah, sit in the back, film what they're doing. Obviously, let them see what I'm going to put online, so they can say yes or no to anything. Just waiting to hear back.
protection, stuff like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
there is a lot of safety concerns.
Yeah,
That's good. We encourage people to come out and see the site and stuff like that.
Well, and also, what we tend to do is that if we spot something that is potentially a breach of security, we like to tell them as well. You know, because why wouldn't we want to be safe?
Do you know what? People that are here every day might overlook stuff
Yeah,
because they're here.
yeah.
Every day, so why not?
In fact, it was a copper in, I'm trying to think back now because I travel quite a bit, Buckinghamshire, and he said to me, we really encourage people filming all interactions, you know,
There's no.
because we never know what we're going to catch. I could see someone on,
Filming.
yeah, well, I could see someone on the telly. I mean, it's not Police 5 now. What is it now? Crime Watch. And somebody can say, "Oh, we were here. Did anybody see anything?" We check our footage, and we suddenly find we found a car that, you know, be useful. Be useful. Anyway, I'm going to
Still hot in there, so they've got to see what it
love you and leave you, as they say. Thank you very much for being professional. You're changing over, are you? Yeah. So what's your shift pattern then?
12 hours.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what's that? 6 till?
Between 6 and 7. But
All right, okay. So there's flexibility.
Go a quick shot of the car.
Brilliant, excellent. Well, thanks for being friendly and polite,
That's okay.
Sergeant.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a nice fella. Good to work
Tom.
with.
Yeah. He's been on my section for a while.
So you're keeping him trained and telling him all the ditties.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, he's acting's his thing. He's got a show coming up.
Oh
Maybe
right.
ask him about that, so you can get some publicity for it.
A show.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's amateur dramatics.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Tom.
59's our area code.
Tom.
So-
Tell them about your show you're in.
Tom, tell us about this
Absolutely
show.
not. I cannot be talking about.
Can
my
I buy
private
tickets?
life. I cannot tell you about my private life.
Can I buy tickets?
You can buy tickets.
Is
yeah,
it the Somerset
locally.
Players?
No, it's not the Somerset.
Ah, okay. And you don't want to get any promotion? Well, you're leading man.
Let's give you
I
an
may be
opportunity,
leading man, yeah.
Is it a romantic role?
It could be.
Yeah. And what?
tell my wife.
And what about the lead? What about the lead man playing opposite? Listen, guys.
Okay.
Stay
nice to
safe.
meet you.
Yeah.
You as well.
You take care. Cheers now. So I tried to split up from TGA there a bit so that we could both talk to different coppers. I apologise if we have spoken over each other slightly. It's the curse of double people, if you want to call it that. So we're just having a look somewhere else now, guys. So that will probably be the end of that video. So Expose and Educate out with TGA today. Hinkley Point, the Hinkley Sea is where we've been.
My battery's literally just died as well. There we are.
So we're just going to film them as they go on their way. Nice little wave, and we will pick it up here. So unfortunately the fencing is that really close together stuff here, guys, and then the camera struggles to focus, so I might step back. So this is the area where they're building the reactor part. They don't reckon that's going to be fueled up until another 3 years. It's been put back a couple of times. Another big shed thing going up here.
All the work going on there, it's so busy.
I mean, I'm no expert, but looking at the workload, this is going to still be being built in 5 years' time. People are interested. So this actually says you're leaving Hinkley Point B nuclear license site and entering the Hinkley Point C So we must actually be in Hinkley Point B at the moment.
Police didn't say nothing.
So a tiny map, you ain't going to get much off here, guys, I'm afraid.
Nuclear license area, nuclear site license area.
So a few bits of general stuff. Lots of padlocks left on the gate that aren't doing anything. Fairly new one on there. Another sign that says do not move. Aye aye, what's this then? Area dose meter. Now you don't see many of those in your travels. I'll let TGA get round that way to get the rating. So radioactive substances, regulations, compliance, monitoring equipment.
So that's for monitoring radiation levels.
Well, it's not beeping, so we're safe. You can still have babies, TGA. From the 1965 Act.
1965 Nuclear Installations Act. And we might run into the other shift.
So there's interesting then. EDF's energy, nuclear power stations supply about 40% of all UK homes.
And this place will be a large, very large supplier.
So yeah, so when the new bits open, I'm wondering if that will boost that to over 60%.
They're the same cars though, these. They're like Skodas. Skoda.
So we got two. Not sure which one was spoke to us earlier. So we got a 71 plate
20 plate.
and a 20 plate. This one doesn't look as though it's been on the road today because it's still got condensation all over it from the cold weather. So this was obviously the one that, yeah, it was OU20 BFP. So this was Tom and Sergeant, whatever his name was.
Oh, you did tell me, I can't read it.
Tell you what though, this one's parked very well, clearly in the bay totally. This one, shoddy parking.
They're the ones who spoke to us.
Yeah, sun's bouncing back off those windows. It's got an EDF Land Rover. On a 10 plate. I do like my Land Rovers, I've got to be honest. So we can't go any further down here. It looks like we're at the extremity of where we can go. So I'm not sure how you would get into reception. It's obviously through this building. Yeah. Nobody on security. Security desk is free. Do you reckon I could open that door? What do you reckon? Ah, here's somebody. Hello, sir. Sorry?
Is that a camera?
Yeah.
You put it off, please. Not allowed cameras.
Inside, so should we go inside then? We're not allowed to film inside.
Sorry, I didn't see a sign. I do apologise.
Yeah.
No, I was just going.
Why?
I was just going to ask you: is there anybody to speak to that could give us an update on when the final phases will be taking place?
They all finished now.
Oh, have they?
Oh,
Oh, no.
That's Friday, isn't it?
Well, we've just spoke to the Civil Nuclear Constabulary. They've had a shift changeover, we heard, so
All right.
they, you know,
All right, no worries.
yeah, we expected that.
We'll respect your wishes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Have a good weekend.
Take care.
Oh, cameras. Got to ask, ain't you?
Yeah, you got us.
So should we walk up this way?
Yeah, we'll have a walk up this way. I think I'll pause the recording.
So from Expose and Educate, we're now making our way home. Everybody at Hinkley Point wishes us a safe journey. Building better energy together. So from me and TGA, and from Hinkley Point A, B and C, stay safe everybody, and we'll catch you on the next one.